Hello, all our listeners this week, and welcome to episode 27 of the DaebakCast.
I don't know what that was.
27.
Sure.
Okay, anyways, as always, this is a weekly podcast show where the three of us talk about K-pop and what's going in the world of K-pop at the moment. Or just general topics, I guess. So, as always, this week I'm joined by Nate.
Genius is not the answer to all questions. It's the question to all
quote.
Answers. Is it really? That's not surprising at all.
Wait, what is that?
Tablo says it
quote.
in like half of Epic High songs.
Yeah. Lesson 1. It's lesson 1 right there. Alright, so anyways, also, Andrew.
First off, just want to offer a moment of silence for my cell phone. Okay.
Rip.
So what happened was, I had it in like a jacket pocket, and as I was getting in the car, it fell out just as I was closing the door. So it got jammed in between the car door and like the frame, and it got so.
Was it on like the ground?
No.
Like on the ground of the car?
No,
like
no,
on the footstep?
No, he smashed it in between the door, like when closing
Like as
the door.
it was falling?
Yeah.
As it was falling? Oh, man.
Like
he slammed the door into it.
I mean, you can't tell much from here, but yeah, like this thing's dead now, so. Oh, I needed a new one anyway, so yeah, rip my phone. Number 2, there are way too many concerts for me to attend right now. Like, I know that sounds like a first world problem, but
That's definitely a first world problem.
First world New York City problem.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because it's not even a first world problem.
New York City is just incredibly blessed with how many freaking concerts we're getting within the next 4 months. Just the next 4 months. Okay, so tomorrow there's Monster X.
Monster X.
If I knock on wood, if I actually get into Monster X, because the tickets right now are like, I'm gonna be checking throughout the entire show because the tickets, since it's tomorrow, I'm kind of hoping to like StubHub it. So we have Monster X, then we have G-Dragon, then on August 8th I have tickets to this. Eric Nam's doing a thing. Then August 27th, 17th, September 1st, Taeyong, September 20th, Card, September 29th, and then Antenna like brand or the label concert. So there's just way too much for me to attend right now. It's
Antenna Town.
Antenna Town, is that what they're gonna call it?
I wonder if Yuhiel will be the host.
Yeah, no, he's there.
He's
He's there.
It said Toy was that going, so he is the only member of Toy. So
yeah, it's the one man
so
band.
that's cool.
But I'm mostly there for Sam Kim, because he's like the only and the person who was on K-pop Star.
Oh, I'd want to see Kwanjina.
Yeah, because
Kwanjina is
I think
good.
she's going. Yeah, because it's everyone that's on the Antenna label basically.
And Antenna, so
Yeah. And number 3, what did I want to talk about for number 3? Oh yeah, just KCON announcements. I don't think we talked about last week's KCON announcements.
we did.
Did we?
I brought him up. Yeah, I brought him up.
Because it was Card. Last week they announced who.
Yeah.
It was Card.
I said it was Card and 101.
Oh yeah, it was Card and 101. This week it was.
We talked about it.
It was Who was it? Super Junior D and E. Is what?
yeah, Donghae and Eunhyuk.
Yeah, it was Super Junior D and E and
Wait, I thought Eunhyuk is in the army right now though?
I'm guessing
I think he just got out.
I'm guessing he just got
He
out.
literally just got out this week.
Yeah, because I just saw pictures of him in his uniform.
I remember reading.
Yeah, I saw that. He got
about
discharged.
one of them getting out.
He literally just got discharged and he already has something scheduled for like the next month. That's insane. SM has no chill. Yeah, so it's Super Junior D&E and GOT7 as the I'm guessing it's their final announcement because they have a.
How many is that now? 9?
They have a lot. They have a lot of artists.
Or is it 10 now?
Because I mean they've been announcing 2 every week, so this should be it by now.
Yeah. I don't see them doing more. Well, then again, it is 3 days though, isn't it? Or is it one day just convention?
Well, the first day is just a convention. That's the only problem.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's Donghae in Eunhyuk?
Yeah.
It says Donghae. Oh, Donghae is discharged 2 days after Eunhyuk. It says in this article Donghae is still serving, but then it says
he gets discharged like tomorrow or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have. Yeah, well, it's July 12th. Yeah, so tomorrow. Yesterday was Eunhyuk and tomorrow is Donghae.
Yeah, they
Do they
probably enlisted.
Do they even have time to practice or anything? They've been in the military for how many years now?
Well, I don't know. They don't have very many songs though as the unit, so
And then
they should be fine.
In October, Suju's coming back with 7 members.
7 members, Suju. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Super Junior with less members than SNSD.
Well, they kicked out the one dude. Decided he couldn't go because the people were idiots.
Wait,
I don't
what
know if
dude?
you heard about the dude who got married.
Yeah, he got married. So.
That like
Sungmin or something?
fans were like petitioning for him to not be able to come back and be in the group and get kicked out. Because he got married behind their backs as fans.
That's so stupid.
Their oppa got married.
That's another topic, though.
Yeah, and so he said he's not gonna be in the next comeback. He decided not to do it.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's another.
Anyways,
wait, don't you have your thing to do?
you can see my name.
Yeah.
I'm Jacob. Yeah, they're all depressing though, so we'll find. Let's see. Let's open the page. Find someone to walk with you who will make you forget where you're headed.
That's not depressing.
It's a pretty good one, actually.
I can't snap.
Tableau.
I can't snap.
I can barely snap.
I literally have my fingers right next to the mic. Nothing's coming out. Anyway.
Okay. So, anyways, you know my name. And, yeah, so let's get started. Topic 1, which is the one I'm most excited for, is the review of Red Velvet's new mini album, Red Summer.
The Red Summer, not just Red Summer.
Wait, it's the?
Yeah,
Red Summer.
Red Summer.
Red Summer. No?
Yeah, ever since this came out, I've been listening to Red Velvet like nonstop.
Actually, yes, no,
Yeah,
same.
I've been watching them like Friday show stuff. So
yeah,
same boat.
So
Nate,
take it away with the track list.
Yep. First song, title track, which is Belgan Ma, Red Flavor.
Belgan Ma.
Yep, Belgan Ma. And it's just like this. It's a summer pop song. That's the best way to describe it.
Summer is saved.
I mean,
we thought that Sistar, because Sistar
literally.
was gone, there wouldn't be any more summer tracks.
I'm
and
glad
we
Red
get a
Velvet's the one
Sonio
to pick
summer
up the
track
manual.
soon too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
Yes,
one.
Oh yeah, that's true. From Starship. Starship
Yeah,
picking up
Starship.
their own mantle.
There's like, Sistar's gone. We'll just throw the song that we would have gave them.
How weird would that be? WJSN performing a Sistar. Wait, WJSN doing Touch
like
My
Body or
That'd
something.
be amazing.
Oh,
No lie.
They did perform Loving You, maybe? I don't know, one of them.
Anyway.
Either way, let's get back to Red Velvet.
Yeah, so
yeah.
right off the bat from the teasers, I was like, this reminds me a lot of like Happiness era Red Velvet. Like not
Music
so much
video
in the
especially.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not so much in the chorus, but more so in like the verses leading up to it and stuff. It's a lot more that vibe, I guess, compared to like Dum Dum or Rookie.
Yeah, it's definitely a different aesthetic for them recently. My only problem. It's called Red Flavor, and only one of all of them represent like a type of like a fruit. So like
only one of them's red.
Yeah, only one of them is red. Irene is the only one that
on the inside.
Yeah, well, Irene is the only one that has a flavor because she's watermelon. She's the only one that has any semblance of red because.
Yeah, nobody was strawberry or cherry.
Like, strawberry, cherry. They picked grape, like what, orange or like
pineapple,
which is the worst. I'm
watermelon,
sorry.
and kiwi.
I'm sorry. I as much as I love Sogi, no pineapple.
It's my least favorite flavor out of the 5. For my
out of the
member.
5.
I know it's kind of sacrilegious for me not to like pineapple. My heritage comes from a tropical place, but I hate it. I hate it so much. It tastes so bad.
The only fruit that gives me that like reaction is cantaloupe. Like, no.
Yeah, cantaloupe's not. Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's ironic though. Like, Sogi's like my bias, but I love watermelon the most. So I guess Irene would be bias wrecking me because
Go fight Cooper.
He renamed himself the Watermelon
He's
Trash.
Watermelon Trash.
Yeah. Anyway,
he named himself Irene Trash, and I changed it to Watermelon Trash.
Yeah, because I forgot you can change it in Facebook now. Anyway,
Yep.
One thing I wanted to note about this song is that in terms of the style of the song, is there's 2 different aspects that the verses are sort of give me like a swing type vibe, especially if you pay attention to the drum beat in the background. It seems, I don't know if it's, I guess you can call it a trend, because there's it seems like a lot of girl groups are doing swing inspired songs as of late, because you have Red Flavor, you have Signal by Twice, and then you have Coloring Book by Oh My Girl. So all of them have this sort of similar type of vibe, similar sort of choreography. In this one, I think
more like a motif, I guess.
Yeah, this very similar motifs, definitely. So I guess this is the trend or whatever. I like it. And then the other sort of aspect that I point out in the song is that the pre-chorus, it goes into this like really like future bass type electronic beat, which I really love. It sounds like a lot of the stuff I listen to on SoundCloud. So it's a new sound for Red Velvet, but I like it. I know it's weird to say it sounds a lot more upbeat than their songs normally would be, but this song is very very, very
yeah,
upbeat.
no, it's even more like they're here. It's
another
step up.
Yeah, it just took like their like the sort of like emotion or like the level of like the song that they're trying to like deliver like to another level, because I'm guessing it's a summer song, so it's supposed to feel happy and very vibrant. I mean, that comes off in like the visuals as well. It's like obviously it's typical Red Velvet acid trip, like they're talking to like watermelons or what. I have no idea what's going on in that music video.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what they do.
Like right in the beginning of the music video, it looked like they're like interviewing the fruit that they represent.
Yep.
And then towards the middle, like it shows more like in the bottom it shows you like subtitles of what the fruit are saying to them, because it's all muffled like. Ooh.
Oh wait, could you read any of it or?
I read some of it. Like right in the beginning, it was like when I was young, I wasn't that sweet, but as I grew older, I became ripe or something like that.
Because you're supposed to like
That's
supposed to age like the fruits correctly, or else
the fruit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, anyways, throughout it showed like little small clips, and then in one part it did the cloning thing that Red Velvet always does, like in Dum Dum. A little bit. Like Solgi was holding the mic as she was
she was holding
interviewing
the mic.
herself.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the aesthetic's weird like usual. I mean, go watch Happiness. That's the most trippy of all their music videos, and they've always done that. But yeah, I think this is probably my second favorite Red Velvet single after Russian Roulette.
Yes, yeah, no, easily, probably, and I could easily put this in my top 5 songs of the year already. Like I like this way better than I liked Rookie. Like again, Rookie wasn't bad, but this song is just. I didn't necessarily expect this from Red Velvet, which is probably why I'm so impressed with it, because I tried to keep myself free of the teasers, so it's just it's them, but it's
I didn't watch any of them either.
Again, like I was explaining this in a Tumblr post about like the popularity of Red Velvet, but again, the thing I appreciate about them is that everything's always different. Like none of their albums are ever the same sort of style. Even between the concepts, even if they share concepts, like if it's a Red style track or if it's a Velvet style track, it's still very different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
I think
there's good.
All right. So what I was gonna say is, for me, like, it definitely is a new, no pun intended, flavor for Red Velvet. But it's still,
that's a perfect word to describe it.
It still definitely feels like them. Like it's a different flavor, not an entirely new like concept. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's the same. Like say Red Velvet is like a slushy or something, or a snow cone. It's just a different like flavoring that they put on top of it.
Yeah, it's not like ice cream or something.
Yeah. So
one last thing, I don't know if you guys agree, but all of their hair is just on point in like this comeback.
Yeah, Wendy finally has hair that doesn't look ridiculous.
No, her ombre
Wendy's hair is really good.
Her ombre looks
Wendy
so
gets
amazing.
Screwed every time.
Oh yeah, Wendy has a nice ombre. Well, Solgi just has like the brown hair again, which is fine, but I mean I love Solgi. Joy with red hair, amazing. Like bias wrecking me. Again,
every group should have somebody do that hairstyle every comeback. Every group should.
The the
red,
deep red.
Yeah,
color,
just like I mean, because like SNSD did it for Party with Sunny.
For Party with Sunny.
Okay,
yeah.
and then Yeri's blonde, which she should just stay blonde, because it's hard to.
Yeah, it suits her.
And because it's hard to pick her out when she has matching hair color with everyone else. I'm sorry, Yeri. And then I like Irene's bangs. The other thing is though, they're kind of messy. Like I wish they were more like.
I don't like the bangs.
Like I don't mind the bang.
Yeah, they're kind of weird.
Well, because they're supposed to be
they're
supposed to be messy bangs, which I get the whole style, but I kind of prefer just straight bangs, like like Wheeyan's hairstyle. Like if you went with that, I would be okay with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of them. Cooper will get mad, but
because Irene's perfect. Anyway,
Irene trash.
Last thing. There's a part in the choreo where Solgi couple dances with everyone, and it's the best.
Yeah, yeah. The choreography was it's on point. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. Obviously, it's Red Velvet, but I still like their choreography a lot because it's very emotive.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 more things that I want to say about
this
song.
Wow, we really like this song. We've been going on for
it's really good. Yeah. So, anyways, 2 more things. I really like Irene's rap in this. Actually,
yeah, no, I love the rap.
I thought it was really nice, catchy. Yeah, and then the end where Wendy's like solo part at the end.
Amazing,
I love that. It's my favorite part of the song.
And then I like the part where Yeri's just like red. It's just like really catchy.
Yeah,
yeah, during the raps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Moving on to You Better Know, which is like a more chill summer dance song.
Mm-hmm.
But this reminds me of like an American pop song actually.
It's so good.
You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah, it's really good.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Airplane off of FX.
Airplane by FX. Yeah, I had the exact same
Pink Tape.
Yeah.
And Airplane is probably my favorite FX song, so...
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Airplane's probably top 3 for me, so...
So I like this song.
I wonder if it was produced by the same people.
I double-checked this.
It sounds exactly the same. Like, they are literally,
It's like 4 Walls and View, like that similar, like that kind of like that.
I don't think London Noise worked on... I don't think London Noise worked on the next track. This.
Well, I mean, like by how like similar they are, like in relationship.
Oh yeah, like this is a sequel to Airplane.
Yeah, no, like I can totally see this as a sequel to Airplane. It has the same sort of vibe to it, and
yeah,
just like maybe it's spoilers, but this might end up being the Airplane for Red Velvet, just because of like how much I like this album a lot. But just as of a background on the producer, or one of the producers is Kanata Okajima. Okay, so this is her background. She's worked with Soshi, she's worked with Boa, she's worked with Exile, a J-pop group. She's worked with E-Girls, like a girl J-pop group. Infinite
J-pop group.
Melody Day, she produced Speed
Infinite.
Up by Melody Day, and she produced Could This Be Love by Gugudan. I think it's like an album track.
I don't know that song.
Yeah, it's an album. I was gonna say it's an album track for sure.
Yes.
I just don't know it by name.
Yeah, but
if I heard it, I would know.
Yeah, but she's pretty prolific, especially in like both K-pop and J-pop. So that's probably why it's the production is very good on this song.
The one thing I have to say about this is, oh my god, the chorus is actually absolutely perfect. Like the impact, it comes in at just the right time, and it just hits you like you're being hit by like a gust of wind.
Like I'm trying to think, like, has there ever been a Red Velvet album with like vocals this powerful? Because I don't know, maybe it's because everything's just like so like far off in my mind, but I can't really remember, like, maybe not since like one of these.
Wendy's always is powerful.
Wendy's always is.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
It's not
of Red
special
Velvet.
to this album.
But it definitely stood out a lot more than it usually did.
Well, I think it's the way they produced it with the like the instrumentals and the zzz in the background.
Yeah, just like that whole.
It definitely like pushes it forward.
Yeah, definitely. This is another like top-notch song for me.
Yep. Yeah, it's probably my favorite on the album for me.
It's my second favorite.
So you better
know.
I
think it's still Red Flavor for me, his favorite.
Nope. Next song for me, Zoo.
Okay.
Love this song. It's so fucking weird. It's so good.
I don't know. It was too weird for me.
Called it. He didn't like it.
I don't necessarily.
And Jacob and I like it.
Okay, it's not that. It's not that I hate it. Okay. I like the beat because it's produced by London Noise, so obviously I love their work. Mm-hmm. It's just it feels like the lyrics didn't necessarily, like the vocals didn't necessarily live up to the beat. I mean, I can understand making a weird song and like Sulgi has like the like the Tarzan
the Tarzan
call and like the freaking elephant samples or whatever. But I don't know. It just didn't.
Sounds, many different animal sounds.
It just didn't end up sticking out to me as much. Or the vocals didn't really live up to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's insane. Whoever thought
I was really impressed by like again like the synesthesiac, I guess is the adverb or the
you looked
adjective of it.
Yeah.
No, I just made that
you
up.
knew
I'm
it.
hoping
Okay.
it's
Wait,
right.
No, it's something like that.
synesthesia is the term for if you're
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
associate colors or like emotions with.
Yeah, the synesthesiac reaction. I don't know what else I would call it, but anyways, it makes me think of like a jungle, which I know it's tropical house, but like more so than anything, really, like it really gets the whole jungle vibe there.
Yep.
Like pulls it off, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like Red Velvet stole a song from Card. So
Well,
I guess.
what-
Well, I mean,
It looks like that.
House. Like,
Yeah, it looks like that one set from Happiness in my head. where
It
they're
does,
dancing in
yeah.
the
It
jungle.
sounds exactly like that. That's what I pictured too.
minus
listening to
the controversial.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah.
no bombings.
So yeah, that's my favorite song, just because of how ridiculous it is. Next is Mojito, or in Korean it's Yeoram Beat, which is Summer Light.
Summer Light. Yep.
Okay.
One of
So I
the
don't-
two
I
of the
don't know why-
few words I know.
I don't know
Yodam is
why.
summer and beat is light.
Mojito is in English and Summer Light in Korean, but whatever.
Because the
so this one-
the chorus actually says mojito, so I don't know.
Oh, does it? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. This is another like more chill song.
Okay,
This one didn't actually stand out to me that much.
it did. I think if I were to put, I'd say Zeus standed out way more than me or than this song to me. Because, okay, maybe again, because I was a bit disappointed with because the first 10 seconds of the song, there's like that like the build up of it. It sounds like something that Blink 182 or Angels and Airwaves would do. And Blink 182 is one of my favorite like groups, and Angels and Airwaves is the group that Tom DeLonge formed after Blink 182 broke up after Blink broke up the first time. So it's just like that really like electronic drums type sound, and I thought it was like, oh shoot, are they gonna do like an Angels and Airwaves type song? And then no, it just kind of goes into something. I guess it's
Like the beginning started like that.
yeah, and then it just didn't. It like the vibe didn't really follow throughout the rest of the song for me. So I guess that's why I'm kind of disappointed with it. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's just
No, yeah.
it just,
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I was just kind of. It just didn't stand out.
yeah, because I mean,
It's not
like
bad.
like it didn't stand out with all like the other like good songs that are off this album as well.
Yeah.
It's just nitpicking at this point, basically.
Yeah, like for me, I thought the entire album was really good.
Yeah,
Like I liked every
definitely.
single song off of it. This is probably my least favorite, but that being said, this is totally a song I would probably throw on my playlist and just like vibe to, I guess.
Because it's catchy.
Like it's just chill enough. Yeah. Well, it's also it doesn't go all over the place, but it goes
Yeah, yeah,
enough.
it kinda
Well, yeah,
just
I guess
chills,
that's one of
you know.
the sort of things I was disappointed by, where there was so much build up, but there wasn't the only real build up during the song was during that intro part where the choruses and the verses seems to be sort of on that same like emotive or the same level, so to speak. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is Baraga Dula. Yeah.
Tulia.
Dula, which is Hear the Sea. It's a ballad. This is their Velvet song.
Yep.
too bad
Velvet song.
it'll never get to be a single. Too bad.
Yeah. This is probably my third favorite song.
Yeah, no, I like the song a lot.
Yeah. It was good. I don't know. I guess it just didn't live up to like
Well, I tie
their
this with Zoo
Velvet.
actually.
Like it didn't live up with their top tier Velvet songs. So I guess I was a
Like
little
one of
disappointed
these nights.
since we're never
Really?
we won't get
'Cause
them
I mean-
as singles anymore.
I mean,
so I was kind of hoping they would put a single quality Velvet song on the album at least. And this so I was a little disappointed with this, but I mean it's not bad either.
it's not
like,
bad. No, it's not
it's
bad.
the same as the last
The
song.
production is by Mono Tree, so obviously they're really good at almost everything they do is basically ballads. So, but I actually no, I really like this song. I'd easily. I don't know if you better know wasn't on this. I'd put this in my top 2, but like I guess. I mean, it's never gonna. I don't think it'll ever live up to One of These Nights, obviously, because I think that's obviously their best Velvet song. But I like this because it kind of it reminded me of a Soshi album track, because like it's sort of the ballad style of singing that they do.
I wonder if it's the same. I actually had a specific track that it reminded me of. It reminded me of Sunflower from The Boys.
Oh
That's what it
yeah,
reminded
that's
me
what I
of.
was
Yeah,
thinking
you're
of
right.
too. Shoot, I was trying to like, what Soshi song does this remind me of? I was thinking of like.
Yeah.
I forget what I was thinking of, but yeah, it just gave me that same sort of vibe in how how the chorus vocals are, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. It's like a slow R&B going sort of into the ballad side. But yeah, I wish we'd get more of these songs.
I wish this was
I love their Velvet.
I wish this was a full album.
I want another The Velvet. I want The Velvet too. Give me it.
I don't think we'll ever get The Velvet too. They don't make money.
We won't.
They don't make money off Velvet, so. But again, I wish this was a full album. Like it's a shame that this is only a mini because what we got from I want more of this, or I'd like to see what they would have added to this that also went along with this concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
yeah. So anyways, I guess we need our ratings out of 10.
Yep.
I gave it a 9 out of 10. I really love this mini album. So that is my score out of 10. So what do you guys got?
Nate.
Yeah, same. I think.
Okay.
I'd probably give it full point, or 1 point off for songs, just because the last 2 songs I wasn't as keen on, but full points for concept and bonus bias point because
easily.
I don't think we're ever gonna review an album that I don't give that bonus point, so it probably doesn't need to exist. But sure.
It's a freebie.
I mean, there's some of them that like some people might have a bias towards it, but other members
I lied.
might not.
I wouldn't have given it to Hyuko.
Oh,
okay.
I would have given it to
so.
Hyuko easily. I love Hyuko.
All right, wait. So Nate, you gave it a 9.
Yeah, I gave it a 9 as well.
Okay. All right. What's Andrew got?
5 out of 6 for music, 3 out of 3 for concept, 1 out of 1 for bias. If I could give 2 out of 1 for bias,
so
I
9.
would. Or no, if I could give 4 out of 3 for concept, I would, because this concept was amazing. It's weird. It's very colorful, vibrant. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we don't have to do the math. This is a.
I was gonna say, Jacob, you need time to do the math.
9 out of 10.
This is get the stamp out. This is our first truly Daebak album.
Yeah. Truly Daebak album.
That's not our first truly Daebak album.
I think it is. It's the first one that reached 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
On our
out of
rubric.
our okay.
On our rubric.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's not our first Daebak seal of approval, but it's our first.
It's our first.
Album.
Our first original official.
How long until we get a 10 out of 10?
Album.
Soshi?
Well, yeah, Soshi, we're just going to be shilling the crap out of
it. It'll take a lot for me to give
Andrew's
it 10 out of 10.
Andrew's going to ruin it. Well, yeah, but if I give it a 10 out of 10 and Jacob gives it a 10 out of 10 and you give it a 9 out of 10, it rounds up to 10 out of 10. So.
Because, if you divide that by 3, it's like.
It'd be 9.6 repeating.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, this is probably. I know we're only halfway into the year, but this is probably going to go down as one of the best albums of the entire year, probably.
Yep.
Till Card comes out.
We'll see.
Yeah, we got.
We know most of the songs.
Yeah, we had Taeyeon, we had this, we had Hyuko for me and Andrew at least. So yeah, a bunch of really good albums this year. So, I guess now we can go on to topic 2, which I suppose we could go with Nate's for the first of the individual topics. Okay. If he wants to facilitate that.
Yeah, sure. So I don't know. It's more of a loose topic. Probably won't go super long, but I just want to talk about Knowing Bros.
This discussion.
We talked about it a little bit when I did variety show, the overall variety show topic, but it's gotten to the point where it needs its own topic because it's. It's like
people never watch that anyway at this point.
Because
the channel got nuked.
And it's on point with Running Man at this point. Its ratings aren't nearly as high because it's cable and Running Man's on public television.
Yeah,
but in terms of popularity, it's up there now.
Yeah, because it's GTB.
Oh yeah, so JTBC you have to pay for, but SBS is free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, JTBC is a cable channel.
And as far as I know, most people don't have cable in Korea as far as I know.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
they just get an antenna or something.
Dramas that. Well, because everyone just watches shit on streaming anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Because, dramas that are on, basic cable or basic television, like SBS and NBC and stuff, will get, the really big ones will get, 40% viewership. So, 40% of the country will be watching that show. And then,
which kind of sucks because a lot of the very best dramas lately have been on TVN, which I'm pretty sure is a
TVN's cable. Yeah. So the TVN and JTBC are the two biggest
What's been on TVN that was popular?
Goblin,
Oh, shoot.
Descendants of the Sun.
And those are like
I think Goblin.
those are two popular shows, right?
I think Goblin hit like an insane number for a cable channel too.
Yeah. Well, so did Descendants of the Sun. I think that's even higher.
I still need to watch that. I was watching it because my aunt really loves K-dramas. I think she's watched Descendants of the Sun, but I'll just watch it whenever she comes up here.
I might watch it next because I'm watching Untitled Chapter right now.
Oh yeah, I just need to watch
I really
that.
like him going.
Wait, this is
so
we're talking
good.
about Knowing Bros, not dramas.
Yeah, so Knowing Bros hit like 6 or 7%, maybe even 8% on one of the recent episodes. So like that's insane for a cable channel for a variety show. So yeah, I mean, if you don't know what Knowing Bros is, it's 7 member cast, all guys. It's Heechul from Super Junior, Kyung
Yeah, they're all old. Yeah.
the singer of Buzz, except for Heechul and Kyung Hoon. Seo Jong Hyun, who was he played for Yonsei. He was a really famous college basketball player and national basketball player, and then
Are you just going in order of their seating
Yes,
order?
I am. Then there's Young Chol, who's a comedian. There's Kang Dong, who's MC and comedian. He used to be
he's like the
cheerleader.
rival of UJ Suck.
Yeah, he's
what he calls
basically
himself.
UJ Suck's rival because they're really good friends actually. And he used to be a Shiram. I never could pronounce that right, but Korean wrestling,
Wrestler.
traditional wrestling.
Oh wait, traditional wrestling. I thought you meant pro
champion.
wrestling.
No. Then Lee Soo-gun, who's a comedian, and Lee Sang-min, who was a producer, a music producer, and part of a group.
Deuce.
No, he was in Ruda.
Oh, who is from Deuce? I don't know.
I don't know. So yeah, there's those 7. And the biggest thing that makes it so good is so they're in a it started out different, but at this point, since episode 26 and they're on episode 70 now or whatever, the whole thing is this classroom concept. So they're all in the classroom, and then the guests come in and ask them questions. Yeah, they're transfer students, and then they ask them questions, and the cast has to guess what the answer is, questions about their life. But the biggest thing is, since they're in a classroom, they don't use honorifics, and they're all considered friends in terms of their relationship to each other. So there's no disrespecting people or anything. So they just shit all over each other.
It's there's everything thrown out, anything that you would have all Asian sort of
you'd never hear.
All Asian sort of respect and all that sort of stuff is just thrown out the window.
It's thrown out the window. Yeah. So Seo Jong Hoon and Lee Sang Min are both divorced, so they get made fun of that for all the time. They constantly make jokes about them used to being married and not being married anymore. Sang Min, who
CEO, right?
Huh?
He's the CEO, isn't he?
No, Lee Sang Min he was the music producer, but he plagiarized the Japanese song. And he's in a shit ton of debt due to all the lawsuits and all the stuff he had to pay back. So they constantly make fun of him for being in debt. He's also divorced with Seo Jong Hoon. Lee Soo-gun got arrested for gambling a long time ago, so they make fun of him for that all the time. Hodong just is known for, he used to be really mean to people, or to other entertainers when they did bad on shows he was emceeing, and so they make fun of him for that. Heechul's just insane and also very feminine.
Yeah,
they always make fun of him for being
fun of him.
Kyung Hoon's an idiot sometimes. He's also very perverted, and then Young Chol is just not funny for a comedian.
Yeah, no,
So-
everybody hates Young Chol because he's not to be mean, but he's super ugly, so nobody wants to sit next to him.
Nobody wants to sit next to him because he's not funny and he never gets screen time.
Yeah, that's
so if they're his
that's
partner, they don't get any screen time.
on the Twice episode, Chewie had to sit next to him.
Yep.
No.
Well, no, on the first Twice episode, Chewie had to be his partner, and then on the second Twice episode, she had to be his partner again.
Well, I mean,
and
at
she
least
was just defeated.
he got arguably the prettiest member of Twice. So.
Yeah, but she was just depressed the whole time because she didn't get any airtime.
No.
That
was nice for our audio viewers. Audio listeners.
They had to, they shit all over each other, but then they shit all over the guests, too, so, they were just no holds barred for anything.
The Twice episode, they were just like, doesn't Chuyu look like freaking Thomas the Tank Engine?
Oh, no, it's
Gio?
Yeah, because they said Chaeyoung looks like Simba.
How?
Which is not an insult, because she thinks... No,
she actually does look like Simba.
She does look like Simba. Well, it didn't help that she had, red pigtails, so they kind of were framing her hair a little bit.
No, freaking... They thought Jimin from AOA looked like freaking...
Oh no, that's a common thing in Korea. Yeah, Jimin is known for looking like Samuel L. Jackson in
How?
in Korean shows. Her facial structure kind of looks like Samuel L. Jackson, to be honest. I can kind of see it a little bit.
Does she look? Okay. I can see Chae.
But yeah, Chaeyoung looks like Simba. But then they were making fun of Jihyo for looking like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, I miss long hair Jihyo again. But yeah, she does kind of. She has the Chae, because Chae has just very. She has a very childish looking face, so that's probably why she looks like Simba.
Yeah. Oh. An innocent face. But then a JTV announcer, Jang Sung-kyu, will come on and play characters sometimes. And it's just gotten out of hand at this point. So he started, I want to say his first one was when IOI showed up the first time, where he was playing Kunsuk. Is it Jang Kunsuk? The guy who did...
Oh, John Goodsuk, the Produce 101.
Yeah, it was John. I just remember his last name. But yeah, so he was playing him, and so he had, the whole outfit and, the ponytail... He had, a side ponytail wig on. Yeah, and, and he was just super over the top, like John Kunsuk was during 101, where he, screamed out, "It's showtime," and stuff.
Oh, my God.
And he's just taken that character and he does it all the time now. So, anytime he has to say something, he'll say it in that "it's showtime," screaming away. It's so good. It's a pretty good bit.
You know who I can't wait to go on Knowing Bros? 101. When 101 goes on there, that should be interesting.
Yeah, 101 will be good because with IOI's both.
Well, it's also they got an excuse to pull out the John Gunsuck.
Yeah,
it's Produce 101.
Well, no, he has to be
Boa.
Got
a lot of fuel.
Yeah, no, he has to be Boa. If he dresses up as Boa.
Or he dresses up like Bo and says that.
Well, the funny thing is he does these insane characters, and he's a news anchor, so he's
got to be all stoic on the internet
and proper on TV. For JTBC News. But then he comes on Knowing Bros and does these insane
he's just letting off
characters.
steam basically, because he's just I have to
They just keep asking him when he's quitting being a news anchor. He's like, well, how are you still able to be a news anchor after doing these things?
No, I don't know. Nobody watches the show enough, I guess. Anyway.
At one point, he was like, my wife stopped watching my shows.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of...
it's...
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, it's pretty good that they got these, sort of, running jokes, because it gives you an excuse to, I guess, go through and watch every single episode to see, definitely. Where everything comes from, where it all accumulates from.
And I guess so you're
in on the joke.
In that same vein, freaking Heechul is so savage to anyone that's from SM. He's...
Well, no, he's just savage to every idol because he's close to all of them.
No, but he's just he so.
But yeah, especially
he's so
SM.
Yeah, especially with SM. That one clip that you.
He's got the most dirt on them.
Yeah, he has the most dirt on them.
Yeah, exactly.
When he was making fun of Taemin.
Yeah, Taemin, he makes fun of or made fun of so much for being feminine, which is hilarious that he chose to do
the pot
that.
calling the kettle black.
It's literally the only person he can do that to.
Yeah.
Episode with Sunny is great, where she just constantly starts swearing at him because he's saying all these things. Sohyun's also good.
Yeah, she literally hits Heechul in that episode.
Yeah, she does. She good. Literally hits him. Irene's really good.
Wait, not with the plastic.
Not with the hammer. No, she literally hits him.
She actually hits him. Well, that's funny.
No, yeah, it's. I want TTS to be on there. Because Tiffany hasn't been on.
Let's do all of SNSD when they have a comeback. That's gonna be.
Yeah, well, most of SNSD's been on. Sunny's been on. Yuri's been on. Soyeon's been on. Has Taeyeon been on?
I don't
Can't
think
remember
so.
if Taeyeon's
I
on.
I think only those three
Just
have
those
so
three?
far.
But they weren't all on.
So-
They weren't on at the same time. That's the only thing. Cause,
No,
like,
they're all on individual episodes.
Yeah, because I think Sunny came with. I forget who.
I think Sunny was by herself.
I know, and
Yuri came with the wrestler who's
Yuri
like,
came.
no,
Yeah, I
no,
thought
he's
you-
not. He's like a UFC fighter.
oh,
Who?
fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who?
yeah, he's like an actual. I don't remember his name. He's
Oh,
like.
I'll look it up.
his daughter's more famous than him. I
Yeah,
feel
he
like.
does. He's on Superman or whatever that show's called.
Chu Sarang. He's
Yeah.
Japanese, but he has a Korean name too.
Oh,
I think he's Korean Japanese.
I know him as Sexy Yama, but that's his nickname.
Um,
Yoshihiro.
Yeah, Yuri was on it.
Yoshihiro Akiyama. I'm pretty sure that's him because he's Korean.
Does he have a?
Yeah,
what's his Korean name?
Chu Sung-hoon.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
right.
Se-
Is it Chu?
Yeah, Chu
Yeah,
Sung-hoon.
it is. It's
Yo,
Chu Sung-hoon.
Yeah, it's him.
he's one
It's
of
him.
my favorite.
He went on with Yuri.
He's an old
Yeah.
UFC fighter. He fought on like UFC 100. It's been a while, or he's retired, I think, or no, I think his career went away because of military service or whatever. But he was pretty good. I liked him.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, the show's been blowing up, and like you said, Jacob, like the fact that they have all these inside jokes and running jokes, like, kind of just makes you want to tune in every week, no matter who the guest is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's gotten to the point where their like guest list, like waiting list, is getting to be ridiculous.
They have a waiting
to where,
list?
Like YG
Well, yeah, everybody
had
wants
to
to be on the show.
personally ask to have Blackpink on, because like
Which they're gonna be on in a couple
they
weeks,
did
right?
confirm. I don't know when, but yeah, they confirmed. Next
Red
week,
Velvet this weekend.
But yeah, the week before our episode airs, Red Velvet will be up. So that should be good, because it'll be the first time they've all been on. All of them but Irene were on early on, and then Irene came on as a separate
Later.
episode
With Jonghyun.
with Jonghyun, which is where Jonghyun's game came from. That episode.
Oh, yeah, the clips I saw from that were pretty funny.
So yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, just if you like idol groups, definitely check out those episodes, and then, because like there are inside jokes and like running jokes, but they'll still be funny even if you don't get them entirely.
I caught
and the
I
episode
mean, I
will
caught
still
on
be
pretty
good.
easily. We didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't talk about that Davichi thing though.
Oh, Davichi, that's honestly my favorite joke in the entire thing.
'Cause-
Davichi's newest song, they sang as a duet, or just like for the members, and the way it's sung, it sounds like it without any music. It sounds like a Buddhist
like,
chant, and so all the members just started pretending to pray and like act like monks and stuff while chanting it. And it's honestly the funniest thing I've ever seen.
But it's so goddamn
Like,
funny.
It's so good. It's so good. That is definitely one
Because
of my
they're
favorite
trying
clips.
so hard not to laugh, and then after.
Well, yeah. Well, they've heard it twice before that, because that the clip I sent actually cut out the beginning where they already sang it once or twice, and the members were commenting about how it sounds like a Buddhist chant and it sounds like they're chanting, and then they're like, "Don't laugh! Stop laughing!" And they're like, "Okay, we'll let you sing it all. We won't laugh." And then they just like can't help themselves. Like Jonghoon and Kyunghoon are just cracking up. And then also they did a music video with Momo, and it's part of the group, because SM Station let Heechul and Kyunghoon have a duet song.
And the plot
And they
twist
filmed
was
the
they were in love with
episode.
each other the whole time.
Well, no, Kyunghoon.
was
Okay,
in
you
love
think?
with Heechul.
Yeah, because Heechul's in love with Momo. Like everyone knows it. Heechul loves Momo because she's the personification of an anime girl.
And no, because I'm pretty sure. Again, the funny thing is though, I'm pretty sure back in Japan when Momo was, I'm pretty sure she was a Super Junior fan. Like,
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, I do
She's in
remember
the
that.
age range.
yeah,
so-
I'm pretty sure she was a Super Junior fan. Because remember that weird picture she like where they like really edited her eyes like weird like teenager shit or whatever. She had like Super Junior above her, like where it was her and her friends, and they put all of like their like favorite K-pop groups or whatever. So that must be surreal for Momo that like her like Senpai literally noticed her. Senpai literally noticed her.
But yeah, so Heechul is a huge fan of Momo, and so you think throughout the music video that Heechul is like in love with Momo, and Kyunghoon's his friend, and they're like,
And Momo likes Kyunghoon.
and Momo likes Kyunghoon, And so, yeah, you like Heechul
It's
likes
a literal
Momo,
triangle.
and Momo likes Kyunghoon, and you think Kyunghoon's just like doesn't want or like Momo and is just trying to help Heechul. But then at the end you find out that Kyunghoon actually likes Heechul, and it's the best twist ever. Also, when they were filming that, so the other members of the group of Knowing Bros kidnap Momo.
Yeah.
They're, like, gang. And like,
and they're all
Heechul
they're all dressed in like.
Well, no,
they're all dressed in their outfits from Knowing Bros.
From so well it's
Like,
Junghoon, Youngchul and Hodong, and then Sugun is a karate master who lives on the mountaintop, and so Heechul and Kyunghoon, and Lee Sung-min also is a gangster. He's the leader. Kyunghoon and Heechul go to see Sugun and do Karate Kid like rip off training, and then they go fight the gangsters to get Momo back. But at the end of it, Momo hits Lee Sung-min with a pot, and while they were filming, she dented the pot. She literally hit him really hard with it. So while they're filming, he's like, this is dented. I need to go to the hospital.
Speaking of Momo related and Heechul related clips, though, watch the Weekly Idol one with the heartbeat and the Nico, like again
which happens
like Momo is literally she's like an actual weeaboo. Well, actually no, she can't be a weeaboo. She's actually Japanese, but I mean like she's the living
Otaku.
anime girl and Heechul's the weeaboo.
Heechul's definitely a weeaboo. So yeah, it's just I don't know, everything about the show is fantastic and you should watch it. And it's on demand Korea for free.
Thank God.
English subs.
With subs.
Thank God.
And the
Every
English
week.
subs come out like a day after the episodes come out. They're really
I want to
fast.
know how they sub it so fast. They must watch it on TV and sub as they're watching.
Well, I mean,
it.
Crunchyroll subs within a couple of
It's an
hours.
official. I was gonna say it's an official like
So-
streaming site for Korean shows.
Yeah.
So they get I'm sure they get the show from like the file ahead of time from JTBC.
Yeah.
Do you
like
think
the
they use it
recording.
in Korea? Do you think it's more for people who live overseas?
No, on
They
demand-
use
No,
it to
yeah,
get their
100
television from
100%
Korea?
because like only like 30% of the shows are subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff
No.
isn't even subbed, so it's definitely for Koreans.
Yeah, and I mean they advertise on demand Korea in some like places or like some websites here, so obviously it's
Yeah,
they're trying to
I mean,
they're
yeah,
trying to branch out.
It's pushed. Yeah, and they sub stuff, and they have an English version of the website, so clearly they're
trying.
catering to
Yeah.
international fans.
Well, I also noticed they're also getting rights to streaming for like Descendants of the Sun and other dramas. On
yeah,
there
there's
too,
dramas
so.
on there too. I mostly just use it for variety shows. The only thing is,
I use it for variety. I use Drama Fever for dramas.
I don't think Mnet lets stuff go, so Idol School probably won't be on there.
No,
So it's
which
gonna be a
means
pain
we're
in the
gonna
ass
have to.
find subs.
Yeah, we're gonna. You know what?
Well-
We should just learn Korean.
Show Me the Money. Show Me the Money 6 is on demand Korea, but it's not subbed.
Oh, that
okay.
sucks. Oh, wait. Anyway.
So they just don't sub Mnet shows. So yeah,
Okay. Any more things you
that's
guys want to
Knowing
say?
Bros. Nope.
Nope.
I highly recommend it though. So definitely
funny as hell.
give it a try if you've
Yeah,
never
it's
seen it.
Just check out episodes that you're like a fan of the groups or the people on, and then after you realize how good it is by watching those episodes, start watching all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're
And
great.
watch the Red Velvet episode that would already be out by now of you watching this.
The new Red Velvet one. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. So,
I'm excited.
Okay, topic 3. Andrew.
All right. So continuing with my theme of weird topics, today I wanted to do a bit
It's
of.
not as weird, thank God.
Yeah, it's not as weird.
It's not as
as
weird.
not.
It's not as weird as last week's, but
last week's. It's horrible.
It's
Last
not
week was funny as hell.
questionable to even put on YouTube.
you know, they actually do that at KCON. They actually have people. Or no, I forget if it was at KCON or if at another like event or whatever. But they actually have people. They have an open mic session for
Oh
people
my
to
God.
read their own fan fiction in front of everyone else. Like it's 18
That
plus.
sounds like the cringiest thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
it's probably pretty cringy. Anyway, this is less cringy. I wanted to do a bit of a review and discussion of a visual novel called Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea or whatever. Hold on, I should switch to the other thingy real quick so I can show the Steam page. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so basically this is a parody visual novel. Again, I don't know how well versed you guys are in visual novel type games.
Not much.
real visual novels. I'm pretty
real visual novels.
Versed in.
Mass Effect does not count as a visual novel.
No, I played Danganronpa 1 and 2.
Okay, then Danganronpa counts.
I do own one non G-rated. I own Shuffle because of the anime is so good. I love Shuffle, but I own the game, which is an Arrow novel.
I've seen the anime.
I own a fan sub version of the game.
What's Shuffle?
It's a super old It's a super old anime.
Okay, anyway. So yeah.
Wait, you've never heard of Shuffle?
No,
Shuffle's really good.
I only got into anime recently, so obviously, or like 2012.
Devils and angels versus humans.
Okay, well, if it's a visual novel, I'll play it though.
Well, it's it's an Arrow novel.
Hell yes, I love eroge. Are you kidding me? I love that's okay.
The anime isn't, but the game was.
Okay, so I mean, this is along the same lines as that. I mean, it doesn't go like too risque or whatever, but it's a dating sim. It's a parody of this visual novel or this visual novel series called Go Go Nippon: My First Trip to Japan. So basically, the whole point of the game, or it's parodying, is that you're basically going around North Korea, and it's like a tour. It's like a tourist sort of thing. So they introduce you to like the different tourist places. So, okay, I need to read the synopsis of this because it's amazing. Or I could send you, or just look up like Stay like on Steam or whatever, so you guys can like see the images. The year is 2021. America is back in Afghanistan, and you, soldier, are about to get a well-deserved vacation. What better way to spend it than with some of your Korean Army pen pals, Jung and Eunji? Pyongyang is just a suburb of Seoul, right?
Okay, we're stopping right there because Jung Eunji is A-Pink. Like, Jung Eunji is like the second best idol female singer out there. I'm
pretty sure they did it on purpose.
They definitely did that on purpose.
They probably just looked up popular K-pop idols. Enter.
Well, I mean,
no, these people definitely listen to K-pop.
I'm pretty sure they do because the people that made this game is Dev Group P or Dev Group or whatever. Their whole like niche is their whole thing on Patreon. It says we make offensive visual novels, so it's supposed to be like really like weird. Like the first visual novel they made is called Panzer Models, which is literally it's a tank dating simulator where all the different girls have.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, all the different girls are supposed to be like different tanks. So obviously like the Sherman tank doesn't like the Panzer tank because like German and American. So and then it's a dating sim somehow. I don't know. I still need to play it.
Because you can make a dating sim out of anything.
Well, I mean, because a lot they use.
Well, I mean, it's proven.
I mean, there's Katawa Shoujo, which is what the first visual novel I played, which is it literally in Japanese it literally translates to disabled girl. Like it sounds really really bad, but it's actually a really heartwarming, touching story. That might have a bit.
Me and Nate simultaneously just shake our heads. She's like,
no, it's actually really good. Katawa Shoujo is probably one of my favorite visual novels. And a lot of these games are made off of the Renpai game engine, so it's pretty. That's why you see a lot of them. For whatever reason, the opening song or like the opening like cutscene theme song is in Japanese. I guess they couldn't find like a Korean singer. So yeah, the main story. I don't know,
that's pretty funny.
Maybe because it's anime.
Yeah, it's probably supposed to be a joke, but like I mean, obviously, yeah, the character models are definitely very anime inspired.
Anime. Yeah, it's standard visual novel.
Well, but I mean, like in a similar way, like manhwa has sort of, which I need to make a topic on because that's pretty interesting. Like manhwa and like Korean like animations has
webtoons.
Korean.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah,
there's a webtoon app you can get on your phone.
Yeah, no, Pat told me about it a long time ago, but you get to name the character obviously, and you're supposed to be like this American soldier, and you're clearly an idiot because you think freaking Pyongyang is a suburb of Seoul. Which is the funniest thing ever. And in the beginning of the visual novel, he was like, "It was so hard for me to get here. Like there aren't direct flights from the U.S. to Pyongyang. I had to go through China or whatever." And so basically, you end up like meeting them at the airport or whatever, and like he has to, like they take away his phone since obviously it's North Korea. There's a lot of like censorship or whatever, and they give him like a piece of crap like 90s phone that they think is like the high tech phone or whatever. It's like really advanced. So the two girls that you're trying to romance, Jong is she's the older sister, and she's very much an older sister type, and she actually speaks she's supposed to be speaking fairly fluent English. What's your face name?
So you can't expect.
No, okay, one of the screenshots is Unji saying, I love you, Donald Trump. So they must have named their character Donald Trump for the screenshot.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously I named my character myself or whatever. So yeah, Jong is the sort of the older sister type, like she's the sweet one or whatever. And then Unji is she's the tsundere type, she's the younger sister. So basically she's just very mean to you, but she secretly likes you. And her English is really horrible. But so how they do it is, at the beginning, like, they're all speaking English, but Unji's is just like really like bad English, where she's pronouncing sh, like everything like with an S, like sh, yeah. So basically, it's just like a really bad accent, and then they switch her off to Korean because that to make it easier or whatever. So yeah, each of the girls gets to. So how it works is like each of the girls gets to take you to a different like location or like a important location in North Korea. So I have the list here. These are actually real places. So you can go to this one place called Rungna PPG, which is PPG apparently stands for People's Pleasure Ground. Basically, it's like a theme park. So you get to go to a theme park. There's Wonsan, which is a beach. So obviously there's gonna be like a funny bikini scene in the game. Kaesong, which is it's something that's near the border of between Seoul and
South Korea, North Korea.
Yeah. So it's pretty close
to
DMZ. There. Yeah, they're pretty close to the DMZ. It's pretty funny. The map, I don't know if you can like look for the map or whatever, but the map is pretty funny. It says like on the top, it says, "Oh, like they don't call themselves North Korea. They call it the characters call it they call it Best Korea, and then they call South Korea like Occupied Korea, and then it's just like evil. It says evil this way, and it's pointing right because it says it's going to Japan. Like they have like a really like hatred for Japan, and it says China, not evil. So another place you can go to is called Mount Paektu, which apparently in North Korea they consider it like a holy mountain, or they consider it as where the birthplace of the Kim fam.
Kim Il-sung.
Yeah, they consider it the birthplace of like where they were born on top of that mountain. So they consider that a holy mountain. And also the weirdest one, it's just on the map. It's just called Pueblo. So you're thinking, okay, why is there a Spanish sounding name in a North Korean place? So as it turns out, there was a American ship called the USS Pueblo that was sort of back in like I guess it was like during the Korean War. It was captured by in North Korea for like spying or whatever, and they eventually released the crew, but they kept the ship, so they consider it to be like a monument of like their triumph over the Western capitalist pigs or whatever. The funny thing is that, like, obviously like the game is incredibly sarcastic, so with this sort of thing they're trumping it up as like, oh, we captured them while they were trying to steal our secrets. We captured like one of their biggest and most important like battleships or whatever. But if you look at the actual picture of the ship, it's like a little dinghy, like it's so tiny. So
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, so like the game is very sarcastic in how they approach like the language, or how they try to deflect some of the obvious like things that happen in North Korea. Is like there's one section where they go to the kind of like what happened in the interview, where they go to the supermarket. It's like, hey, all this is plastic. It's like, no, it's not plastic. Like they bold face lies everywhere, or whatever. And so yeah, or how they try to like they downplay the fact that they lose power like every 2 hours or so because the power infrastructure is so bad, or how they have to block there's some parts where you're in the car and you're going to the places, and they have to block sometimes they have to block the windows of the car so that they don't see the way from the airport to like the barracks, because you end up staying with them or whatever. So obviously being a visual novel, there's visual choices, like different choices, and you obviously, depending on which girl you end up going with to which city or venue or whatever, that's who you end up leaning towards. I don't want to spoil.
Oh, see, so like your choice is just, do you want Jung or do you want Eunji?
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, basically, and then like Yeah, it ultimately culminates in you having to, or you making your choice or whatever. So I don't want to spoil too much of it because I actually want you guys to play this. It's really funny. It's probably one of the funniest visual novels I've played. Again, this is my first time playing a dev group visual novel. So yeah, the sarcasm is literally dialed to like 15. Other funny things is like the main character really hates how or Unji is the one that like cooks for them all the time, and every time it's like they have to eat kimchi because I guess they can't really afford like much else, and you're after a while your main character is like, I hate eating kimchi, but he just keeps lying that he likes it or whatever. It's fine to me because I really don't like kimchi as well, so I could relate. They actually break the fourth wall sometimes.
I love kimchi.
They break the fourth wall sometimes, or like there was like one section where they were just like, oh, I think one of them the characters were saying like, oh, they're not gonna like you, but they're gonna watch your CGs anyway, and CGs is like the risque parts or whatever, so it's pretty funny. I mean, for the most part, it's a lighthearted story, but actually, like, which I didn't expect at all, it actually got pretty, like, towards the climax of the story. It's a pretty short story. I finished it in about like a couple days, which are about like 3 or 4 hours, or like 2 or 3 hours, depending on like how fast you want to read. It actually got pretty serious towards the end, and I mean, or there's some parts of it that got kind of serious, because I think that's a mark of a good game, where it's supposed to be obviously like a really like obvious parody of it, but it still made me think about like, okay, like as funny as this is, there's actually real people that like in North Korea that don't know the outside world, or like actually end up believing these ridiculous sort of things or whatever. So like, no, I actually started tearing up at one section of the story because it's actually like that like gut-wrenching or emotional or whatever. There's 4 different endings, but the endings are kind of like way out there or whatever. Like it kind of, I guess the endings were kind of out there, kind of ruined like the emotion for me, but I mean, like, I can understand it's supposed to be a joke. But yeah, it does get you to think about like the reality that people have to live with in North Korea, or especially in the military, where basically like you can't, like, you're under such a microscope if you're part of the military or whatever. So it's interesting. Or like how I don't know if this is intentional in their writing or whatever, but they tried to make them even though like Jung and Eunji are North Korean and your character is obviously American, they tried to like draw the parallels between like life or whatever. There's one section where your character is like, oh, sometimes I, just to get more sleep, I'd brush my teeth in bed and swallow the toothpaste just to get an extra like couple minutes of sleep because like boot camp or whatever is that hard. And then Jung is like, oh, I did the same thing. So like they tried to draw the parallels between like how similar everyone is despite like the culture differences. And there's some parts where like the beach especially is like, oh, everything looks so like Western or whatever. Like that's the weird thing, is like a lot of the places you would expect it to be North Korea. I guess like how like they portrayed like the art, or like how they portrayed like the more exotic places seem really nice and would actually make you want to go to North Korea, which is a weird sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like in reality, Pyongyang is actually a really nice city, but the only reason for that is because that's where all the elites live.
Yeah.
The elite class lives in Pyongyang. Whereas, like,
it's
if
like
you go
Hunger
to the rest
Games.
of it, it's like a huge
like it probably is the
know?
closest to the Hunger Games,
Yeah.
but like
Where it's the capital is just this insane rich place, and everything around it's desolate.
But yeah, I mean, like they do like a lot of ridiculous things, or like, again, like I mentioned, the power goes out. Like old like 80s songs by Queen are supposed to be written by Kim Jong Un or Kim Jong Il or whatever.
Kim Jong Il.
Yeah. So like, oh, our glorious leader had an amazing concert like a year ago or whatever. He's singing all these old songs, but even the user interface is really funny. Where if you want to save your game, it says, "Do you want to replace this file with a government approved replica?" Or if you try to exit the game, it says, "One does not simply defect from North Korea" or whatever. So yeah, like obviously it's supposed to be like a really funny game, but it still has like a nice message towards the end. Again, probably one of my favorite visual novels I've played, and I've played like a fair amount of visual novels. I don't know if there's not too many references to K-pop necessarily. I mean, there's a section where like they have a K-pop singer or like a Korean pop or North Korean pop singer, but she's just doing a cover of just like an old 80s song, and like even had like the music video or set up or like the same clothes as a music video or whatever. Like, oh, this is amazing or whatever. But yeah, actually, this is. I might tweet this at like this review at the devs, but hopefully we get a sequel to this. I mean, like I know they try to do like different sort of things, but it's actually really interesting to see like a North Korea or just a Korean visual novel, because you don't really get too many of those, to be completely honest.
Or the devs actually, they're not Korean.
No, they're American.
Right now.
They're American because like that's why all.
I was gonna say Koreans wouldn't make something this joking about North Korea.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I really want you guys to play this game. Like again, and I watch it out. And when you guys play this game, I want to hear back on who your favorite was, because which girl you would pick. Because like my favorite would be Unji. As much as I'm a sucker for tsundere characters. I don't know, that's just my sort of thing. So obviously like Unji. But I mean, I'd love to hear who your best girl would be.
Okay. I guess whenever I get to play it, if it's like $1 on Steam,
I'll let you like, I can Steam share it to you so you can just play the game.
Okay, cool. So I guess with that we can go into topic 4.
Sounds good.
All right. So my topics again is like Nate's pretty like general discussion, but I kind of wanted to talk about like Korean music shows such as M Countdown, Music Core,
Show Champion,
Music Bank, Show Champion, The Show, Inkigayo, etc. Oh, and Simply K-pop on our.
Does Simply K-pop count though? Because I mean, it's a music show, but it's not a competition show. That's the only thing.
But
you don't win on Simply K-pop? It's
still a music show in Korea. No, I don't think that. But not all of them always had winners. I don't like. They haven't always had winners. It's not.
Is that just a recent sort of thing? Because again,
still a music show. It's not recent, but I know some of the shows didn't do it for a while, and then they brought it back.
But yeah, like I just wanted to talk about it because like I like take it since I've since I've been a K-pop fan for so long, I kind of take the concept for granted. But if you stop and think about it, we don't have anything like that in the U.S.
Not
or
anymore.
Basically any other country.
Oh,
no,
I mean,
we had TRL or something,
yeah,
right? Isn't that all it was?
God, were you alive when TRL was around?
Oh yeah, because I'm like 3 years old.
I mean, you are.
You know what the sad thing is that every time I go up to Times Square, which is not that often, I still see the window, like, because you know how TRL had the open window.
Damn, TRL went till 2008.
What? No, it didn't. No way.
Yeah, that's what Wiki says. 1998 to 2008.
No way. That's weird.
Told
Cause
you.
I still see every time I go to Times Square, I see like the studio that they filmed TRL in, but it's just like it's empty now.
They do anything there anymore?
No, the only thing I remember them doing is when I went to MTV Iggy, they filmed an interview with 21 up in that studio, so that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's really sad that they never didn't do anything with it. But yeah, I mean, TRL would probably be the closest thing, but all they did was show the music videos. So not all the artists would actually go there.
Yeah. So
JTBC had a music show.
That must be hard though.
They had one for 3 months, and then it got canceled due to low ratings.
Because again,
I wonder if
it's on cable.
They're bigger
it's not public
now.
access. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, neither is Show Champion or the show.
NBC or
or is it? Yeah, because wait,
one of them's on NBC.
Yeah, well, no, Show Champion is on NBC Music, which is NBC's cable music channel.
Oh, okay.
Then Music Core is on NBC. Yeah, because that's the same with the show is on SBS MTV, which is a cable music channel that's owned by SBS, right. And then SBS has Inkigayo.
So yeah,
that's why those two are like lesser.
I kind of want to talk about that and how they're like sort of like instrumental to the success, I guess, of K-pop, like not just in Korea but also abroad. Because when you get into when you first get into this sort of culture, I guess you one of the first things you look for would be like live performances, I guess.
Yeah.
And like for American artists, they really only have their concerts, and they have music award shows,
or maybe like
and that's it.
maybe they perform on the Today Show or something. Because again, like most people,
something like that.
Most people don't really like consume their music from TV anymore here in America. So
yeah, like it makes sense. But yeah, like I said, like so for every, I guess, era is how we describe it in K-pop fandom. I guess every era you get like how many weeks do they do? Like usually like a month, probably like 4 weeks.
Yeah, on average.
Yeah, so we usually get like 12 performances, probably. Like depending on what shows they go on, because they usually pick probably like 3 or 4 to go on, usually depending on how big the group is. And so yeah, basically it's I think having those live performances there, so you can like sort of take in the choreography and take in the performance, because in K-pop everything is about the performance. So yeah, we lost Andrew.
No, that's not good because he records the video.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a cut. I hope he didn't lose power or something. All right, we're back. We're back, and yeah, Andrew blue screened. So yeah.
So my picture for like
Andrew
the
Hedgehog
majority
is
of this
back.
episode is like a hedgehog. Because I lost the OBS footage. So
So
we saw
yeah,
that. So saved.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, anyways, we have okay, let me get back my train of thought. I was talking about music shows, how basically they're very important because the main thing that's the appeal about K-pop is it's all packaged into what's called, I guess, the performance. And it's because the choreography, the visuals, the song, everything is in the performance. The outfits, yeah. Everything. And the music shows are where you see all that. Like you can't have K-pop without the weekly music shows, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like it doesn't.
I'd agree with that. If we just got music videos, the fan engagement wouldn't be nearly as high.
Yeah, and I mean again, we've talked about this previously, where the whole concept of a comeback or a debut holds so much more importance in K-pop or in Korea than it does here in America, where again, what channel you come back on, or how your comeback, basically like how you tailor your comeback for like music shows is, again, it's very much built. That's a very important part, just as much as like the music video itself is, where like how well you do in promotions, how many shows you win, or as fleeting as those sort of things are. But I mean,
yeah. I mean, there's even like strategic like alliances between like the entertainment companies and music shows, where like, which ones you upload on their channel publicly, or etc., etc.
Or like how you see in the bottom left hand corner, it's like, okay, this is debuting on SBS, or this is debuting on Mnet or whatever. Where you make partnerships with which channel you debut your music video on, which channel you like make your comeback on, and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's everyone's trying to make moves or whatever to sort of win.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, the music shows, it's just like I wish we had something like that here in the West. Like, even though we're not based upon idol groups as much as Korea is, or boy bands or girl groups or whatever, I think it would be super cool, I guess, if we had something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be every week. Maybe it's like, or we don't need to have multiple of them, I should say. Like, even if there's one channel that's like every week they have like 2 or 3 artists even.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't need to be competition or anything. Like, just a place that we can see live performances of
interviews,
pop
stuff like
music
that.
and interviews.
Well, I mean, they used to have, again, back until like the 80s, they used to have a show called American Bandstand, which was basically, it was run by Dick Clark. So that's, I guess I call that our equivalent to any type of like Korean music show, where they basically, it's everyone that's top 40s would perform. So like, yeah, obviously like you get huge American artists, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's probably the closest that we'd ever have, because that sort of thing isn't popular anymore, because again, not many people are watching TV.
I think where they'd have to host it is on like
online,
like online, like live streaming or
on
YouTube. Yeah, like, cause I think that'd be super popular if it was somewhere accessible like that. Like it wasn't locked behind like cable, which everybody is increasingly jumping ship from. So
you don't, where you can catch it like a replay on YouTube or whatever. You don't have to be like, like the concept of must see TV doesn't exist in the United States anymore. Where it does in Korea, where like again we're talking about how like Goblin and Descent of the Sun would get like huge numbers, because again that's must see TV. Where I mean, anything outside of sports, you don't really need to see it live, because again you can just see highlights, or you can just see the whole performance on YouTube nowadays. So yeah. I mean, YouTube is fairly interested in music nowadays, and I mean, like, if you...
Well, they have their own thing, YouTube Music.
Yeah, I signed up for YouTube Red, so technically speaking, I have YouTube Music, but I never use it because I have Spotify. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't surprise me if they start up a music, like an MTV style show, or like a music show on YouTube, because again, that's the easiest way to reach a huge audience. And again, I don't even have to go into how many like billions of hours people watch YouTube every day. So I mean, I wouldn't. Well, YouTube should just hire us. We should just run our own like K-pop music show. Like, literally, we should run a K-pop music show on YouTube. Just like it'd be like the YouTube's M Countdown or whatever.
Oh yeah, be like, or they start something like YouTube K-pop, YouTube Rock, YouTube Pop, YouTube Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be a cool thing if they did that.
Yo, if YouTube had their own version of like 106 in Park, that'd be dope. Because I don't watch BET that often.
But yeah, I guess I just wanted to touch lightly on that, because I think it's really interesting, I guess, that Korea has such a thing, when to me it's sort of like such an obvious concept, but nowhere else in the world has something like that.
I think they do stuff in like Japan and
do they have something like that?
I think other Asian countries do it.
Yeah, it's an Asia thing. I think
it's just not a Western thing at all.
Well, because again,
Japan doesn't have that, do they?
No, Japan has
they have something like it.
Japan music show. What's the name of it?
Because Twice was on
TV.
it.
Yeah, music. The Asahi TV has music station because they have like huge names like AKB48, Perfume. Twice was on there.
All the idol groups.
Yeah. So like huge idol groups, and there's some that actually like are live concert events where like it's basically like it's in front of a live crowd. Yeah. Or,
that's cool.
Yeah, they host it in front of a crowd, and like you see like the interactions between artists and everything. So yeah, it seems to be because. Again, I guess it's just because Asia never really got out of the phase of the whole pop star phase, where where here in America,
idols in the West is still a thing there. Where here,
idols they're
not really idols anymore. You just have artists.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, one question also. This is something I actually don't know. In Korea, do they air this in the morning or at night? Or...
No, they're usually aired at night.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or like in the evening.
Yeah, I'd expect it to be like in the morning or something. Like,
no, it's usually prime time, I guess. Because people have to wait outside. People have to wait outside to watch it.
Yeah.
Wikipedia
has them all. So Inkigayo is aired Sunday at noon or 12:10 for some reason.
Okay, that makes sense. Because if it's a weekend, you can.
Yeah, Music Core is Saturday at 3:45 p.m. Music Bank is 5 p.m. Friday. M Countdown is 6 p.m. Thursday. Show Champion 7 p.m. Wednesday.
Coming home from work. People get home from work.
The show is 6:30 Tuesday, and it doesn't have what Simply K-pop is. Well, Simply K-pop is right now, so whatever time it is in Korea.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's like noon.
Noon, yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost noon
on a Wednesday.
Well, because I mean, again, time slots probably not important because it's just Simply K-pop. I don't. Do they even film that live? No, it's not live, right?
If Simply K-pop's right now, then it's Friday.
Or so Friday at noon. Yeah. So yeah, they're prime time slots usually, except for the weekend ones.
So yeah, basically, that's all I really wanted to say. It's a short little topic, and yeah.
One interesting thing I do like is the having the idols as MCs.
That's what I really like. And
that's a cool thing.
They kind of have that here in America too, where like some singers would like host certain like shows or events or whatever,
or present awards at award shows and stuff.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like, so it's always interesting, that they actually allow them to. They actually allow their artists to be just like. And to be like the announcers for other people's performers, not necessarily in their own group.
And it's really cool because there's a lot of cool interactions. Like right now, the hosts of Inkigayo are Jin Young from GOT7, Jisoo from Blackpink, and Do Young from NCT. So like it's all the big three.
Big three.
Like one member of each of them. And music core is Xion from Pristine and Unwoo from Astro.
Nothing can beat TTS as host.
TTS and Tiffany and Yuri were like legendary. But yeah, TTS was perfect, obviously. It's just like
I'm glad I'm sad I never watched any of those. Do they upload like M Countdown or Ikigayo like anywhere or subbed or
not subbed, but there are official videos of old music show file like
sometimes they even upload like really old ones.
Yeah, like 80s
in HD,
90s.
Yeah.
Wait, these shows have been going on since the 80s?
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them have been going on since the 90s, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the 80s.
Yeah, maybe not 80s, but early 90s. So Inkigayo started 1991 to 93, then took a break till 98.
That's crazy. So like SES and HOT were on these shows at one point.
Definitely. Show Music Core is 2005, so that's more recent. Music Bank's been going since 1998 with no stops.
Every week.
M Countdown's 2004, Show Champions 2012, and the show is 2011. So yeah, like the public cable ones have been going for a really long time. Or not public cable.
That makes sense.
Public channels.
Yeah, the public channels, the free channels, basically.
Yep. So, thanks for tuning in this week. Leave a comment if you liked our show this week. Give us some suggestions. We always like that kind of stuff. Give us feedback, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. We also need to, check out other stuff. We'll have unboxings. A new series soon. We'll tell you about it later.
And we're supposed to be getting around to uploading all our old videos because somebody wants episode 25. Yeah, they should be up by now. It's taking a while, and
we don't want to blow up people's sub boxes.
I mean, they would have been up last weekend if I didn't lose power.
Yeah,
and I wasn't able to tag everything.
Upcoming slate, we have a crap ton of unboxings.
Yeah, we'll probably do an unboxing week. It might be the week that this episode goes up, so they might all already be up. I don't know. It depends. It's up to Jacob basically when he can get editing time.
When he can edit. Knock on wood, I actually get into Monster X, then I should be getting a vlog out for that. I'm still working on the KCON vlog. I need to get that out soon. Hopefully we don't get nuked again for that.
It should be fine.
We'll see if I go to G-Dragon. I might want to go to G-Dragon because the tickets might be cheap. It's a Thursday though.
I was looking. Mine's in Chicago next Friday. I was like, I'd have to find a place to stay because like it's at like 8 p.m. on a Friday. So if I left right after work, it takes like 5 hours. I could squeeze it in.
So yeah, I mean,
just gotta crank out the old hype playlist.
Yeah, but I mean, if I go, we'll have to postpone like our recording or whatever. But I kind of want to go because I don't know if I'm gonna ever see G-Dragon perform in the U.S. again. Like, who knows? Like, really
it's
knows.
true.
So I mean, we'll see with 17 and Taeyong and all the rest of them. But the only other one that I know I'm confirmed going is Eric Nam, but that's a smaller event, and hopefully Card in September. So. Anyway, well that's the future slate sort of thing. So that's everything, right? Sorry for the giant technical difficulties because of the blue screen or whatever, but hopefully it won't happen again.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I should close it out.
No.
Don't confuse Pyongyang and North Korea for South Korea.
Yeah, that's bad.
But most important of all, stay creamy. Bye.
Woo! Frickin' Chodong rapping would be so cute though.
I don't actually
because her voice is so soft, like it's a soft.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure half the group have just permanent aegyo.
Yeah. I want to look up who sings that part. No, they don't have lyrics up because it's not a title track.
Yeah. So.